All right, guys. Connor here. Let's go over your workout for Thursday. Question of the day. Would you rather have all traffic lights you approach be green or never have to stand in line again? I would go with the traffic lights just because I don't know that I stand in line that often. All right, warm up 3 rounds, 1 Turkish get up per arm, 10 scap pull-ups, 10-meter crawl. Turkish get up doesn't have to be heavy. Just warming up, especially focusing on the shoulders because we're going to do some bench press and rows later. So I'll walk through 1 rep. You can use a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So first thing I'm going to do is lock that dumbbell out, right? So focusing on a good lockout, strong shoulder position. Since it's in my right hand, right leg is bent, I'm going to roll up sideways onto my elbow, then up to my hand. I'm going to pick my hips up, bring that knee through. Then I go upright and then stand. On the way down, lunge back, hand down, foot through, down to my elbow, down to my back. And then I can use 2 hands to lower it back down. Scap pull-ups. Hanging from a pull-up bar, we're going to go from a relaxed hang to an active without letting those elbows bend. If you don't have a pull-up bar, grab your dumbbell and work on some scapular control, retract, and then relax. And last is the crawl. Just make sure it's contralateral, meaning opposite leg, opposite arm, moving at the same time. Okay. Strength today, we've got 4 sets, 6 bench press with a pause on the chest, 12 dumbbell rows on each arm. You can rest as needed between the two. Maybe take a minute or so between exercises. If you were here last week, if you did the bench press last week, we did 5s, add 1 rep. See if you can use the same weight for the sets of 6 this week than you did as you did for the sets of 5 last week. Use the same weight across, so warm up to a weight that feels challenging but doable for all 6 reps, and then use that weight for all 4 working sets. Let's say you don't have a bench press or a bench or a barbell. We can substitute a floor press, and you can even do a single arm variation. So you do 6 on each arm. So what I'm going to do for the floor press is bring the dumbbell up to my knee, and then that helps me get it into position as I lean back. Same setup as the bench press. I bring my shoulder blades back and down against the ground, press up till I'm locked out, control till my tricep hits the ground, and then press back up. 6 on each side. And then I go to my dumbbell rows. For the rows, brace elbow on the knee, go from arm straight, pull all the way up to your rib cage. Okay, let's go over the conditioning. So the conditioning, we've got 3 rounds. Each of them are 4 time. You're going to start with 20 calories for men, 15 for women, and then 20 toes to bar, and then 20 or 15 more calories, and then 20 hang power cleans. Rest a minute 30 between each round, and there's also a 6-minute time cap for each round. So the calories ideally are not taking longer than a minute and a half, but definitely we want it closer to a minute. So let's adjust the number if we need to get within that time domain so we're not getting too close to the time cap. The toes to bar, right? If your calories take a minute each, that's already eaten up 2 out of the 6 minutes, plus some transition time. So ideally you can do the toes to bar within a minute. It should be done in 3 sets maybe at the most. And then the hang power cleans, whatever weight you choose, make sure that you can also get it done in maybe 2-3 sets at the most. It's a lot of reps adding up over 3 rounds, so just keep that in mind. So let's look at, and then if you don't have a machine for the calories, do a run of the equivalent distance. So it'd probably be a 200-meter run for those instead of the 20 calories. So toes to bar, feet start behind the plane of the bar, are going to touch in between my hands at the same time. All right, we can also do a knee raise. What's up, Miko? Let's say you don't have a pull-up bar. You can do a sit-up. So soles of the feet together, touch behind your head, sit up, touch your toes. And then hang power cleans. These can be done with a barbell, kettlebells, dumbbells, one or two, or even an odd object. Let's say I'm using one dumbbell. First thing I have to do, stand all the way up, go to the hang position, drive it up to the shoulder, and then I can switch hands every rep. All right, so that's your workout for Thursday. If you guys are on social media, use the hashtag STFvirtual and stay safe and healthy.